Hello children of the plague, Sidkriken back again with another video, and today we are playing Battlefield Bad Company Vietnam because this DLC is just amazing. But today I thought I should do a commentary, basically because for some odd reason this topic is just one thing that has been bothering me and it interests me in some way. And of course it does have to deal with politics. I don't like politics whatsoever, but for me, I think this kind of worries me a little bit. So, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on, especially at the start of this year, 2013. And most of it has to deal with governments. Now, a government is basically a very high political system that is there to make sure that everybody is in line, and if they have any type of requests for people who want to get certain jobs, or if there's people who are disabled, anything like that, you would have to go to the government and possibly talk to them. Now, the government is there for a reason. The government should be there to help you out. It should be able to listen to most of the civilians and the people of the country. But now it seems like not many governments are trying to listen to the civilians. They're trying to do it their own way. They're trying to play by their own games. And it kind of scares me sometimes, because to say that in America you don't have freedom of speech anymore and that you can literally get arrested for something that you really didn't mean, it can't happen. Just look at, I think it was a couple of months ago, maybe last year, a kid who apparently was 19 years old. He used to play League of Legends, and he made this comment on Facebook saying that, oh, he would shoot up a whole bunch of kids in his elementary school, blah, blah, blah. He got arrested for that. Now, of course that is kind of stupid. I don't know why you would even bother to post up something so vile and messed up on Facebook, but since I noticed that he did not think that well and didn't have much intelligence to notice, I don't know, don't post it up on Facebook, he ended up getting this very, very bad consequence. And of course, I know you're probably thinking, what does this have to deal with? Well, you can't really talk about bombs, you can't really talk about shootings, you can't really talk about anything that has to deal with some type of terroristic attack. Otherwise, our government is going to think that you are a terrorist yourself and arrest you. Now, if the government is listening, I do not talk about any of this stuff. I'm just pointing out that this is kind of ridiculous. I mean, there is some people that are cruel and like to joke around, of course, like that kid did. But, like I said before, he doesn't really tend to think before just bothering to talk about anything. And what's been going on is, I recently been on YouTube, and I'm subscribed to a channel, a really big channel, that's called Vice. And if you don't know what Vice is this very, 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 very big documentary group on YouTube, basically. They talk about anything that's on the news. They give anything that should not be on the news. So, honestly, I love it a lot because I like to see the uncut, unreal version, the truth behind it. Because, to think about it, the news is basically, half of the time they're telling lies to you. Not all of it's true, not all of it's actually real. But when you go to Vice, there's journalists that are documenting on every single thing that's happening around the world, even the craziest stuff like what's happening currently in Egypt. Now, Egypt recently is going through a lot of, I could say, anarchy, because apparently, I'm not really sure, I didn't pay too much attention to it, I think it's the governor or the president of Egypt, I'm not really sure, but something was awfully wrong, and he was suspecting that most of these civilians who are basically trying to not necessarily protest in a bad way, but in a peaceful way, to say that our government is not doing that much that's going on, and now it's basically slapping them in the face and calling them terrorists. So how everything's been going is not really that great, and it just, I don't know, it just sucks to think about that your government is actually calling some of the civilians terrorists in some sort of way. Not directly calling them, but in other words calling them terrorists. So that they've been protesting so much to say that this guy is a traitor, he should not be trusted, he should not be part of the government. And there is some people in Egypt that actually think that Obama has to deal with something with this. Now, I'm not really sure what is going on. Like I said, I don't pay attention to politics, but it is crazy. It is nuts, and I just don't like to think about politics because, of course, it is all garbage. I don't really like politics that much. Of course, you need politics to talk about some certain things, especially freedom, jobs, and the economy. But I can't really bother with it or relate to it. So, yeah, I don't know. This was one topic that I really wanted to talk about. I'm limited right now. Just I have to talk for at least 5 or so minutes, maybe 6. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you have your own comment about what you think about the government and what you think they should actually do to fix themselves, in other words, please feel free to comment in this comment section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, give the video a thumbs up because, of course, you guys are the only reason I make commentaries or videos, basically. And until then, this is Sidkriken. Have a fun day. Peace out.